Good afternoon. It is September 1st, this Thursday at 12 noon, and the Carroll City Council is now in session. Would you all please rise and join with me with the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, just note that the roll call is, we have 3 of the council members attending via Zoom, and but all are present. We have today's agenda before us. The consent agenda includes only the approval of bills and claims. Are there any questions about the bills or claims or about the consent agenda? And if not, we'd be in order for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Very good. We have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Seaman?
Yes.
Base?
Yes.
Schreck? Yes. Bordenero?
Yes.
Dirks?
Yes.
Bauer?
Yes.
Motion is approved.
Perfect, thank you. And then the only item on today's agenda and the reason for the meeting is under resolutions. We will discuss an update and for the infill housing incentive program. And Mike, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Mark and Council. At your last meeting on August 22nd, the Council made changes to the infill program. Specifically, those changes were to add the Northridge neighborhood. Through the discussions, the Council did ask staff to look at the removal of the cap that was originally in the program of $325,000. We did work with Nathan Overberg and added a substantial amount of information to the resolution that he felt made the justification to allow that cap to go away. And so the resolution and then the program guidelines that are attached to it remove that cap. Just as a recall or a refresher for everyone, under this program, any single-family home or duplex would be eligible for a $20,000 incentive for any construction that started August 1st or later, and the issuance of the building permit would be August 1st or later. It would be limited to the first 20 applicants up to $400,000, and the program is being funded through ARPA funds. The only neighborhood that is currently excluded from the program would be the Rolling Hills neighborhood, and we're working with that developer to do tax increment financing and a future development that he has that he'll be working on to basically to be able to offer the same $200,000 incentive for those lots in that neighborhood. With that, I'd be happy to answer questions, but our recommendation is the council consider approval of the resolution making revisions to the infill housing program. Be happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
I don't have anything new. Mike and I have talked about it, beat it to death, and so the only real change that we're making today, of course, is just the removal of the cap. And I think it's a good move. I think the resolution is well written. I think it's validated. I think it's got all the ammunition that we need to defend it if that's the case. But I have no other further questions. Do any of you?
Since the paper, I did get some comment. I got only one comment back, and they kind of agreed with what you stated is $20,000 feasible for, $700,000 home. So that was, otherwise I have gotten nothing negative. Basically, you got to do something to get it going. That person agreed to go to 450,000 is all, but that's all I've gotten.
Any comments from any of those via Zoom? Appears to be none. So we would be in order for a motion to approve the resolution as recommended. Is there a motion to that effect?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Kyle, that was you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, very well. A motion and a second to approve the resolution as presented. Are there any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Dirks.
Yes.
Bordenero.
Yes.
Shrek. Yes. Seaman.
Yes.
Bauer.
Yes.
Base.
Yes.
Resolution is approved.
Perfect. That's all we need on that one. Before we adjourn, Mike has a few comments that he'd like to share with us before we close out. Mike?
Yeah, I know I sent some feedback out to council, but we did find out yesterday through the Iowa Finance Authority that the villas at the Governor's Field, that's a project being built by the Overland Property Group that was funded through their tax credit program. So that will be a development that will result in 35 apartment units being built in Carroll. Again, just as a reminder, that's behind Owen Distributing Building. And that's a total investment in the community of about $10.5 million. So pretty exciting. I mean, the feedback that I've gotten has been very positive and excited about that project in Carroll just since it's been announced yesterday afternoon. So if there's any questions, we'll work with them, and there'll be some additional council actions that'll come forward in the near future. I'm just not at this point exactly sure what the timing that'll look like. So thank you.
Okay. Are there any questions to Mike about that?
Mike, real quick, this is Kyle. Do they have a timeline on when they would be starting construction or looking at starting construction on that project?
Refresh back to the application that we had originally seen. If awarded, which they have now been, we anticipate sometime mid next year construction would actually start, and then construction would be completed about a year later.
Okay.
But that was a great question.
That's pretty aggressive construction, 35 units in 1 year.
Yeah.
Any other questions for Mike? Any comments from the council, being as we're here? Any comments from the council? None from the mayor? Okay, we're in order for a motion to adjourn then.
So moved.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Bauer.
Yes.
Shrek. Yes. Seaman.
Yes.
Dirks.
Yes.
Base.
Yes.
Bordenero.
Yes.
We are adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you all.